Today we're making new friends. We're building a community. And we're still doing all the things we love. We're getting the most out of every day. One day we'll rest, but not today.
Welcome and thank you for tuning in, and you're joining me now for the semi-final matchup of the Open Triples, the New Zealand Indoor Bowl Summerset National Open Triples between Simon Thomas, Michael Lawson and Daniel French from Ashburton, and Wayne Baker, Keith Setter and Annalise Baker out of the Matangi Club in Waikato. It's set up to be an absolutely magnificent game of bowls. I don't have a commentator or co-commentator with me yet, but someone will be joining me shortly, so until then you can enjoy my dulcet tones as we see the lead start here on what is the downhill way. Daniel French starting off with a bomb on his backhand, just about a back toucher with his first one. Two good teams here. Simon, Daniel and Michael are all current New Zealand players, and Wayne, Annalise and Keith have all played at some point for their island teams. So great calibre of bowls here, lots of titles. We should expect to see some really tight heads and some clever bowls played. Good start there from the leads. Annalise just replying with her second bowl front toucher, and Daniel trying out the forehand. It's the straighter of the two as the downhill way, so it's a nice weight. Let it go as he watches it come down the head now. Pretty fair effort here. And a good bowl there for Orange. They won't be unhappy. They don't have the shot, but they've got two bowls past. Keith opting to start on his backhand now. Very good bowler as Keith usually plays, or mostly played out of the Tauranga district for most of his career, and before then Bay of Plenty. Currently a member of a couple of different centres. Won the national singles in Taupo in 2013, and a reasonable start there. And I've just been joined by my co-commentator, Wayne Tuff. How are you feeling, Wayne?
I'm great, thanks, Alex. How are you?
I'm pretty good, thank you. Better now that I've got you sitting next to me with the microphone. And we've seen a pretty good start, a reasonable start here, Wayne. It's two good teams, isn't it?
Two very good teams. This should be a pretty good semi-final, I expect.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just saying there's out of the six of them, three of them have played for New Zealand and the other three have played for the North Island team. So a very high standard of bowls we should be seeing.
We should indeed.
Sort of some national titles scattered around as well. Simon Thomas has got a couple. Michael Lawson's got one. Daniel French is yet to win a national title. Wayne Baker's got two from the pairs in 91 and the singles in Taupo in about 2017, 16-ish.
Yes.
And Keith Setter has three national titles. He won the triples in about 1999.
Yes, it was one of the early years of the triples.
Yeah, triples 99 with Colin Dow and Jeff Coe. And he won the singles in Taupo in 2015-ish or so. And then he won the triples again in, actually about 2010 in Taupo. Then he won the triples again with Paul Smith this time and Jeff Coe when it was hosted in Tauranga. And so what a great first head we have here.
Yeah.
Good bowls, all picked the absolute perfect track down that line.
They have, and with the bowls in a line like that, the last thing you want to do now is put a bowl that's going to sit out and provide a rest for your opposition.
Yeah, for sure. And we see Wayne taking his jacket off before he plays his first bowl.
It's actually got a bit cold in there.
I was very cold before, but they've now turned on the heaters, which is pleasing to me, Wayne. And the first bowl here from Wayne Baker, that's a good start. He'll be happy with that. Out of his hand nicely, right in the area. Tight head here. And
it'll be interesting to see what Simon's trying to do here, whether he's just going to try and draw with his first one or try and disturb it a bit.
Yeah, Simon's a lovely player to watch play the game.
On the draw.
Quite aggressive with Simon Thomas. So is Daniel and so is Michael. So
yeah, they don't muck around.
If there's a shot to play, he'll play it. We saw him on the live stream, Matt, in the pairs. He was 6-0 down after 2, and then the switch was turned on, and that was really the end of that game. I think they won it about 13 something.
Yep.
Keith and Wayne just talking through the options here. They're only one down on the head. What would you be doing?
Oh, I think if I was Wayne,
you are Wayne.
Actually, I probably would have thought about coming the other hand, but
on the forehand, a little bit of movement's fine. Underneath that, great effort, kept it nice and tight. Very good start here. Both these teams will be feeling super comfortable if you look at the 11 bowls that are on the head, they're all within a few feet of the jack. Beautiful line, all 11 of them.
Yep.
That's pretty good. And I suppose Simon and Michael are just saying, is there a way to score a multiple?
Yep.
And if there is, where is it?
I think it's probably just a draw. Just try and get as close as he can.
Yeah. On the backhand, of course, we've got some other semi-finals going on at the same time as this in the Open event. There's one between Grant Lamy, Mike Phipps and Lorraine Phipps against the Lowe family from Southland. And we will bring to you the Masters semi-finals soon. Right now, I can tell you, it is Ton Khan, Brian Sobey and Marcel Rudy playing Neville Ciccone, Christine Midgley and Lorraine Ciccone in one semi-final. And the other semi-final, we've got Carol Smythe, David Smythe and Daphne Parkey playing Andrew Brunton, David Brunton and Yvonne Brunton. So some good matchups there as well, and we will bring to you that final straight after this one. But on that first end, we saw 1 point scored to the Thomas Lawson and French combination. On the upper weight.
Yes.
Should start to see a bit of a crowd developing as we head towards the final stages of this event.
Yes, of course, we just had the lunch break, so...
Yeah, people are probably still having whatever they had for lunch, Wayne.
Absolutely.
I've decided to delay my lunch break. And Wayne's found... That's interesting. We found a roadblock under the mat.
Yep, that mat's been there for a little while too, so...
Daniel on the backhand. How's the weight here
yeah,
on
it's
the
really
uphill?
nice, really
It's a
nice
great
bowl.
shot. Classy bowler is Daniel French. Usually seen skipping a team, but he's more than capable of leading well.
Yep, and that's the great thing, you know, when you're at this level, you've got to be versatile.
And the best skips that we have in the sport are the ones that, when you give them an inch to draw, can do that. Oh, what a shot there by Annalise Baker. Good bowler. Michael Lawson here on his forehand. President of New Zealand Blue Bowls, a man of many facets.
Yes, dedicates a lot of time to the sport.
His little family. About 10.
Yeah. Yep.
Keith here on his backhand.
Of course, Keith employs two different stances, on both knees for the backhand, and then a sort of a crouch.
Yeah, crouch on his forehand. I think he fell down some stairs a few years ago. This is close here from Keith Setter. Good shot. Good bowl. He did something to his back a few years ago now, maybe 7 or 8 years ago, and found that the forehand used to sort of twinge his back and used to hurt, so he changed to that crouching position. And for everyone in the Tauranga district, it was very confusing for 2 seasons because Keith used to crouch only for drive shots.
Yes.
So every time we saw Keith crouching, we'd think there'd be a haymaker coming up, and then he'd just let it go and it would be a perfect draw. On the backhand with a bit more intent this time. This is very close, this bowl. That's a classy shot there from Keith Setter.
Yeah, it's a really good bowl. It's taken that kiddie away from the threat of the oranges.
Yeah, very good shot. He's playing representative bowls for Poverty Bay this year, Wayne, Keith Setter.
He is. He doesn't live there. He travels down from Tauranga to play.
Yeah, plays in a lot of their events as well, not just their rep games, and happily welcomed into that centre. They've got a great nucleus of young bowlers who are keen to learn. And what a shot there from
that's
Simon
a great bowl from
Thomas.
Simon.
That's classy bowler. Now we've got all that stuff in the front. What do you do here? How close you can get it on the back end, Wayne?
I think so. It's not an easy one to get to. And of course,
Did it go nicely? I think this is close. Very close here from Wayne Baker. Great first bowl. He would have killed for just a little bit more movement on that jack and bowl combination there.
yeah, give him a chance for the second one.
What a good shot. We're going to see a tightly contested game.
Simon will just be looking to come around the outside of that last bowl. Sneak in for a second if he can.
Backhand Let it go nicely. How's the weight? It's just not quite going to come back for him. He doesn't want to give. He didn't want to fall short there. He would have been freaking out. You fall a foot short of the jack, and it could have given Wayne an opportunity to use that bowl, but he's finished in an okay spot. They might just look at some far out shot now. Wayne, they're one down. All those short bowls are short enough. It could be safe to hit something. I don't know.
I think I think what Keith's looking at there is basically the same sort of shot that Simon played with his first one, just coming down
Dribbling
there
through,
and just seeing if he can shift that orange bowl enough to get the shot. Wayne's given it a pretty good go.
He was half a bowl wide there. That was a great effort there from Wayne Baker. But we see the orange team of Thomas, Lawson and French score another point, so they go to a 2-0 lead after 2 ends of the 10. No time limit in this game, Wayne, as it's the semi-final.
No, so they can take as long as they like. I think on Tuesday the Masters Pairs semi-final or final took an hour 40.
Did it?
Yes.
Oh, that is some time.
Sure is.
But good that it got played out. I think every final deserves to have its allocated number of ends played out.
Yeah, you're certainly not in favour of time limits on semi-finals, are you?
I think I've made that stance quite clear. At the end of the day, you respect whatever the controlling body, whatever conditions they put down, you respect, and if you want it changed, you have to get it changed. Wayne?
Absolutely.
We found that in the Auckland area. We used to have time limits on semi-finals, and instead of whinging about it, we put a remit through to the AGM, as you should do, and the majority of members were in favour of that, so now there are no time limits on semis and finals. That was a membership decision, so if you want something changed, you've got to go and actually do it. It's easier to do that than to sit behind a keyboard and write some complaints, I find.
Absolutely.
2 good bowls there from Daniel French. Wayne calling Annalise on the forehand. That's sort of a half green on the downhill way. Very deliberate bowler. She, in her former life, was a professional golfer. Has taken a lot of learnings from the attitude that you need to succeed in that sport, to succeed in this one. Has done so very well. A lot of success. Good shot there.
Good bowl.
Won the Easter Singles in Napier a couple of years ago, Annalise did.
She sure did.
It's a very sought after title in the North Island. Michael Lawson on his forehand as well. Good shot. Well played.
Yep, it's fair to say that the Napier Easter tournament is almost a mini nationals.
That's how it feels, eh?
Definitely. The quality of the players that turn up there each year. And it's a very tough event to win, so if you can win that, you're doing very, very well. You've
always been enjoyable. Keith Setter, very close here. That's a bomb from Keith Setter.
That's a great bowl.
What a great shot, and that crouching stance that we talked about before, employed with that shot. Played a lot of bowls with and against Keith. Rated him very highly. Learned a lot of things.
Yes, I played with Keith back in about 1996 when we were both living in Hawke's Bay.
Hawke's Bay, yes, I've heard that, I think. And a great shot there from Michael Lawson, throwing the shot. Wayne just indicating, I think, for Keith to be on his forehand again.
Yep, throwing the mat away.
Very deliberate. Just lets it go with that little bounce on the forehand, taking his time. How's the weight? If he has perfect weight, it will turn. Good enough shot.
Yeah, it's a candy home there.
I actually found it, after I got used to Keith standing up for his forehand, it was quite good, because in the old days when he played with 2 knees on both hands, his forehand was unusual in that it looked exactly the same as his backhand. So he takes the bowl to the centre of the square, and you think, is he going backhand or forehand? And then on the forehand it
That's
would go.
right.
So I found it easier in the last few years to know which hand Keith's playing, because when he stands up it's on the forehand. Simon Thomas getting into his work now, holding one, so just be looking to draw as close as you can.
Yeah, preferably just behind the jack, I would think, just to stop Wayne pushing that front blue through onto the jack.
Probably the loosest end we've seen, although we've only had 2.5, I suppose, of this game.
It's pretty well down.
Very close here from Simon Thomas. He'll be disappointed with that because he's opened up a shot on the back end now for Wayne to play, reaching through that blue. Got all the position at the back of the head.
He has.
Keith and Wayne talking through the options. They work well together over the head. Do Keith and Wayne from a similar school of bowls. They both started playing Patterson trophies at a similar time. Waikato and Tauranga were adversaries then, although Waikato beat us more than we beat them. On the back end, it's the swinger, he needs it to hold. A bit less weight than he was thinking. It looks like they were thinking about getting the jack more to that front blue, that second shot blue there that you can see than the back one, which is fair enough. It keeps the head nice and tight and compact. And Simon and Michael just talking through. What's the options here, Wayne?
Well, Simon's normally a pretty aggressive player, so I'd be thinking he'll be looking at that shot orange just to maybe sit it over or just sit it onto the blue and sit the blue out. Yeah,
if you get the outside, particularly if those two bowls aren't touching, the orange and the blue, is the orange can move a fair way, more than half a bowl.
And if that bowl sits over, it'll just make that front shot a little bit harder for Wayne.
This is very close here from Simon Thomas. This is very close here, outside edge. Classy shot there, classy bowl.
And that's changed the head. Made it a bit more difficult for Wayne, but he's still got an option to push that blue through the head.
Lovely shot. I think I might be right in saying the last time the Nationals were in Blenheim that Michael Lawson was a member of a winning triples team. I think it was with Sandra Keith and Richard Griffiths. So he'll be looking to do a good repeat there.
Absolutely.
Wayne on his back end now. He's going to play this with purpose. 2-0 down after 3.
Oh,
needs it to hold.
Oh, he's got a great result.
What a follow through there. One blue. Well, it looked brilliant.
Gosh, I thought he was just a bit narrow.
He was tighter probably than what they talked about, and he would have been praying for it to hold, because if he did get that, there was no kill. And it had long enough to get no kill, and he had the weight to get a follow through. So you take those results and you run as fast as you can. 1-2 after 3 ends now. And Annalise on the forehand on the uphill. She's just fallen a bit short there. Be disappointed with that bowl. Daniel French on the back end. Lovely bowler. Good shot.
He's certainly playing very well.
Won the New Zealand Hinslet singles, but as I said, he's probably, I would say, unless he has won a national title.
Yes, 2018 Nash Burton, he won the triples.
Oh, that makes more sense.
With Michael Lawson and Simon Thomas.
Oh,
so
of course,
that's exact team.
already. I was going to say, if he hasn't won a national title, he'd be, for my pick, the best bowler in New Zealand to have not won one. But he has won one, so I don't have to say that. Thank God for the book.
Absolutely.
On the back end, yeah, he's been a New Zealand player for a couple of years now, Matt Black, and well-deserved position there. He skipped South Island Fours team on a few occasions in test matches, and I've had to play against him, and he is very stressful to play against because he's never far away, Wayne. Every bowl that leaves his hand is going to go pretty close to where he wants it to be, and it is at best demoralising.
Absolutely.
Keith on the back end now with a little bit of weight. Needs it to hold a little bit. This is very close.
Ooh, it's just
very unlucky. It was a good shot. He was an eighth of a bowl narrow there. He was hoping, see the jack's gone to our right. He was hoping it would be to our left.
Just to get it and slide it through to those blues. Michael will just be looking to...
Lovely effort. And a good head here that orange is setting up. So we're going to see a proactive bowl here, I think, on the forehand from blue.
Yes. Michael would have been looking just to try and close that gap up.
We're in wide if we're blue, aren't we, Wayne? Because we've got bowls to shelf off rather than being narrow, and that plant is not so pretty.
Correct.
Bit of good Lightfoot in the background as well, which is never goes amiss. And very close here from Keith Setter.
Oh, he's...
Oh, gee whiz. That was very
Just a
close.
fraction narrow, and he's got the wrong rub.
Yeah, Keith will be thinking, I've played 2 bowls that are within a centimetre of being perfect, and we are somehow 2 down with no position at the back.
Exactly.
So it doesn't happen that often.
Yeah.
So Wayne under a bit of pressure here.
A perfect bowl here is for Wayne to trail that jack and sit with it right through.
He wants to follow it through. He wants his collision bowl to finish in a place so that he can't be ripped out. It's on his forehand. Let it go. Pretty good. This is very close here from Wayne Baker. Very close to gutsing it.
Yeah,
Good shot there. That's a great bowl. And he hasn't run away from the jack too much either. So if Simon was to try and replace it, there's danger there, which is exactly what Wayne was hoping for.
Oh, we have visitors.
Yeah, we just had it. At Midgie.
Oh, this is a great bowl
Great
from
bowl
Simon
here from
Thomas.
Simon Thomas. He's in fine form.
He sure is.
Fine form. As Wayne on his forehand or his backhand? If Simon got there, he can get there.
Yep, although it'd be tempting to come down on your backhand and
Yeah,
look
if
to
you can get it
replace
to
that
hold
last
just
bowl.
long enough, eh? You want 4 rolls on that orange bowl.
Yep, just enough to take it off the mat.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
call.
looks like what he's going for.
Using a square as well, so he's getting that late turn by taking it early. Let it go. Needs to get past the front
Well,
one.
it's just a bit narrow.
Now let's see how brave Simon Thomas is. How good would it be if that orange blue in front of the square was on? Clear both blues out.
Michael Lawson's just looking at that.
It would be cool if it was on. I don't think it is. I think the blue touching that orange that sits a foot up from the square, I think on its way away from the other blue might get the jack.
Yes,
But it would be cool if it was on. That'd be a fun shot to play.
it would.
It's not on though, Wayne, so we'll stop talking about it.
Yeah.
It looks like they think it might be on though, doesn't it?
Well, I wonder that they're actually looking at whether they try and run the blue through.
Inside edge. Oh yes.
Outside edge, maybe.
Yes.
Go straight for it.
Because what they have here is a national semi-final where they're 2-1 up.
I know.
They've got 1 shot. They don't, and they've got 2nd and 3rd and 4th and lots of stuff happening.
It looks like they're going to go for the draw here. Just try to get to the middle of the box.
Yeah, this is going to be an intriguing bowl to play from Simon Thomas on his forehand. He has his
Certainly
way.
given it a chance.
Given it every chance in the world.
Tell you what, this is pretty good.
That's a lovely shot there
Yep.
from Simon Thomas. He might not have made it based on his body language, but our camera angle says that he's made it for 2. Keith's going to make Michael measure though, I suspect.
They're having
We'll
a
see
wee,
something funny then.
having a wee chat on the mat.
Keith is infamous in the semi-final of the 2010 National Singles. He opened a bottle of Coke and it exploded on himself.
Oh,
And he had to do a clean-up mid-game, and he had no qualms in lifting his shirt to clear his stomach on national television.
oh dear.
I see that he has not bought a bottle of Coke today, so we should avoid that happening again. I think a few ladies in the audience, they on the video, the camera cut to them and they were more than flustered.
Yes. Well, probably scarred for life.
Two orange there, and a great shot. 2 great bowls there by Simon Thomas. He's in fine form and doubling the score to 4-1 after 4 ends of 10, 6 to go. So we see Daniel French lead off on his forehand, I would expect. But he's going to play his backhand, the swinging one, on the downhill. Oh, a bit of New Zealand music in the background now.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you who it's by, I can't remember. It's going to bug me now, Wayne.
Yeah. To be fair, I can't quite hear it. Going deaf in my old age.
I'm going to have to do a quick Google, but great bowling, great leading there from Annalise and
Yep.
from Daniel.
Yep, 2 good bowls.
Seen a very, very good contest so far. Blurter. It's a song by Blurter.
Oh, yes.
Dance All Around the
Oh,
World.
of course.
Yeah. Now you can hear it now. I've
Okay.
said it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great song.
It's a fantastic song.
A good bit of Kiwi music.
Actually features a spoken
Yes,
part
I love the spoken word
by
part. It's
Dougal Stevenson.
my favourite bit. Anyway, back to the game. So we got some good leading going on.
Oh,
Close
that's a
here
pretty
from
good
Annalise Baker. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. She's unlucky to get it quite so square. She would have killed for just a slight feather of that orange.
but her skipper will be pretty happy with that.
It's a great game of bowls we're witnessing. Nearing the 200 viewers mark as well, Wayne, as people tune in from around the country near the end of this event, the Open New Zealand Indoor Bowls Summerset Open National Triples.
That's great.
It is great, it's great. It's there to watch forever now. If you miss it live, you can watch it back. We would encourage everyone to share the link with your friends and family, friends who might not play bowls. Send them the link, say, check this out. They can put it on mute if they want to. They don't have to listen to us talk, Wayne.
Why would they do that, Alex?
Well, you tell me, I don't know. We've got a close bowl here from Keith Setter again. He's playing pretty good bowls. He's playing them well, but he hasn't been getting quite the results that he'd be hoping for so far in this game.
That's right.
That's never a bad place to be in, because you know you're playing good. So you're just like, well, it's going to come right for me, surely.
That's right.
When you're playing badly, it's not so. I find that more challenging.
Yes, it's a bit depressing. This is pretty good from Michael Lawson.
Good shot from
Great
Michael
bowl.
Lawson, playing good bowls, and Keith has to be in there. Got to be in there.
Yep.
On the forehand. You can overplay it if you want, look for a couple of wicks to get in where you want to be, but the jack's going straight back to those oranges. There's no two ways about it. Keith has, instead of throwing his Neela, is now giving it to Annalise to hold on to, which I think is some good teamwork.
On the forehand.
On the forehand.
He'll be trying to get into rest those oranges.
He's let it go. It's a good start. This is close.
Good
There's
green.
the front.
Bit quick, maybe.
No, he's used this as a clever bowl.
Oh, yes.
Oh, he's not got the best results.
No, that's still, I'd be pretty
Good
happy
shot.
with that.
Yeah. Good shot. Very closely contested, and we see that lovely camera angle there again of the Stadium 2000, Marlborough. Mia was telling us on the opening of this event it was a controversial decision to build this stadium. And I think it's well and truly paid its dividends back.
Oh.
Magnificent venue to have.
It's a great
in the
facility
Marlborough area.
for the community, isn't it? And we've seen all week the use it gets from
It's been
the
yeah.
schools and the various sports and what have you,
Yeah.
in and out in the other rooms and
Yeah, there's
areas that they have here.
There's squash, a gym, and swimming pools, and Subway, which is the most important one.
I don't know. I think I'm getting a little bit tired of Subway.
No such
There's
thing.
only so
Just-
many days you can have
Just switch to another flavour, although it's a great point because it doesn't seem to matter how much Subway you have, it all tastes the same.
it. Yes.
Got a smile from Michael Lawson, that's good. Wayne and Keith just talking through the options here. What are they going to do? What's Simon going to do next? Opting for the forehand shot, I think. And Keith's telling me he can be positive there. So he's got that orange there, that orange you can shelf off in the corner of the square. He's not got the oomph. Not got the oomph. He's going to be a block though if he swings across. That has worked out brilliant. Look at Simon Thomas, that's fantastic. Simon had lined up a shot by the looks of it because he was willing Wayne's bowls on. I'm not sure what shot Simon had lined up, to
No.
be fair, but he was willing it on, so he was about to block something. What's Simon doing here,
Well,
Wayne?
he's either backing his draw just to reach that jack and shift it an inch or so, or he's being a bit more aggressive and trying to roll the front orange up onto the blue.
Yeah, looks like he's just drawing on the forehand perhaps.
He's been drawing pretty well, so
Beautiful delivery. Very controlled, lovely out of
Yeah.
his hand. He would so love to win a title here in his hometown.
I'll tell you what, this is coming around.
Amazing, good shot.
Great bowl.
If Wayne has a fly at the outside orange, can he get his bowl on for two, or is he just trying to draw for two?
I think he's just trying to draw for two.
Yeah, I agree. Should be pretty safe to draw for 2, shouldn't it, Wayne? Ish. Safe-ish. Safe enough.
I think you just make sure you take enough green that
Yeah, it's about your line, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't.
that you're not going to dive early
You
and
get your line right.
land
and
the jack.
if you've let it go with good weight, life is good.
He's taking good green here.
Fair call.
Yeah,
Close
I'll
here
tell you
from
what,
Wayne,
this
yeah.
is... Oh, he's just pulled up short.
I think both you and I thought it's close, and then it
Yeah.
wasn't. A great effort there from Wayne Baker, and it was looking like a blue.
Caught out by the uphill.
Yeah. Well, it's the downhill way.
Oh, it is too.
Yeah.
Actually, I think...
But it's not as downhill.
Yeah, this mat's
Yeah.
actually a bit flatter than some of the others.
Still up or downhill, but it's more like 2 feet rather than all the feet. So one there to Baker, Setter and Baker, bringing them to a 2-4 scoreline after 5 ends of the 10. So we're halfway through. We've had 6 points scored in 5 ends, and it's been a great game of bowls to watch so far, Wayne.
It has indeed. Yep. Both teams are playing very nice bowls.
Daniel French on the back end now. Let it go, lovely. He's won the most number of Otago titles of any player, living or not.
Yep. Never easy.
Only just recently overtook the great Gary Fluitt. He still shows an interest in the sport, does Gary.
He does. He was
And they'll be tuning in now to watch
Indeed.
the Otago boy.
He was very, very, very good player.
Yeah, great bowler. He was in the first ever true international team in 1983, Wayne, when we first introduced the composite mats into competition. And I think his last international was in 2009, so he had a very long international career.
He did.
Well deserved. Daniel on the forehand. How's the weight on the uphill? It's a little bit shy. It's probably his worst end there. Still 2 good bowls, but they can easily become unuseful bowls, can't they, when they're
Very.
slightly shy of the head?
Especially in triples. Things can change pretty quickly.
You get a little bit of jack movement and it's all over. Keith Setter on the forehand, watching this bowl intently. It's time he got a good result. Not today.
Oh. He's just slid right through that gap.
Finished in a good place. Michael Lawson on the forehand. Watching this one intently as well. How's the weight? He's just about made it. Good shot. I think Keith probably staying on the forehand. Yeah, on the forehand. He just wants it. Lane's indicating a little bit less weight than his first bowl. He's just going to come have a look just to make sure he can see the angles. That's good. That's clever. You can afford to do that sort of thing in a no time limit game.
Yep.
What's Keith saying? Just saying there's an option there to play through the oranges and get rid of them on the back end through the split and follow through. And Wayne just talking through. So they're just talking through about what's what, I suppose. It's a percentage game, isn't it?
It is.
So Keith opting for the back end. That's clever. He's through the split or just through that bowl square or split. He'll get a follow through with his collision bowl.
Yep.
On the straighter of the 2 hands, so he's got chances. Even if he's off that outside orange, it's good.
Yep. He's probably thinking that coming the other way, he's just taking the kiddie away from his bowls.
Very close.
Tell you what.
Very close. That is
it's
a
a
bomb
very
of a
good-
bowl from Keith Setter.
Great bowl.
He was due a good follow through and he got one. Brilliant shot there. That's why he went up to talk to Wayne Baker. That's why he played the bowl. That's how he's won 3 national titles. Great shot.
There
At
we
the
go.
right time, isn't it?
Tell you
Wayne?
what, Michael Lawson's pretty close here.
What a bowl.
Yeah,
Unlucky
great
there
bowl.
for Michael Lawson
I think he's probably got the shot.
to not follow through quite so clean, but he probably does have one. Yeah, that's a good call. Wayne just having a look here. He'll be at the outside edge of that blue, fold it down.
Even if he was to get the split, he's probably going to get a reasonable result.
Yeah, if he's narrow by mistake, the weight he's playing is he's fine. He's going to get a good result there. You're right. Got the classic brown bowling shoes as well. Does Wayne Baker? I'd imagine he's had them for some time. Little feather off the orange.
Oh, how about clean?
Oh, good shot there.
Great bowl.
Classy from Wayne Baker. That's exactly what he was looking to do.
Simon, I think he could be looking at the orange.
Simon's instinct is to hit the orange and split the 2 blues out.
Yeah, I would have thought so.
The danger there.
Oh.
Ah. It's like, pretty sure that one ain't working so well. If it is, happy days.
Yeah. Well, it could be. It could be that it's
He's
coming.
standing up. He's standing up. Big bowl.
It could be that it's coming
Watch
through.
out for
and
the
he can-
cameras.
He can get rid of all the blues.
This is going to be either good or it's not going to be good. Yeah, camera's very expensive. I'm just going to be quiet till he's played the bowl. It's a boundary indicated by
I thought more buys than the 4 runs.
boundary indicated there. And that angle, beautiful angle there, we can see it now. All the blues were going.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I didn't see that on the other angle, but beautiful camera angle there. So he was looking for that orange. If Wayne doesn't change it, I can guarantee you that Simon Thomas is going it again. Simon Thomas is going it again, and we're going to see if it works, and I think it does.
Wayne won't be happy with that bowl.
It's worth 1 orange. Here we go. Second time lucky.
Close. Oh, he's missed it again.
Oh,
So we're all tied up after 6 ends.
lots of hearts pounding then, Wayne. I really wanted to see that shot. I think it would have been worth 1 to him, eh?
Oh.
He was moving the blues. It depends how many
Depending
others
on the collision,
moved,
he may have got 2.
Yeah.
And if the bowl had come off square off the split, you know, it could have gone across and taken the other blue, but
Yeah, we'll never know.
we won't.
What we've seen now is a game tighten right up. For all. After 6 ends, sorry, Wayne.
Yes.
A great start there by Annalise Baker. Is the momentum shifting in this game?
It's hard to say. I think it's been pretty tight all the way. It's what you expect in a semi-final.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's all you can ask for. And we saw a really confident game from Simon Thomas. I like that he stood up both times, backed himself both times. There's no point pussyfooting around. It was a tough head to get to. The jack and bowls were in a difficult place. He would have been playing wishy-washy bowls otherwise. You may as well give it a go.
Oh, I think so.
The way it was set up, it was pretty safe too.
It was.
That midgie needs to get gone.
Yeah.
Have you killed it, Wayne?
Got it.
Excellent. You won't be going home to his family tonight. A good shot there from Daniel French. Drawing second shot just behind the jack. Oh dear.
Rightio.
Kessler on the back end, on the downhill. He's watching this one with absolute intent. Is he just not quite good? Not quite good.
Let's set it up.
Do we go the orange into the split yet, or do we wait? Can have a chat about it.
The issue with that, the way that's sitting, is if you put another orange around the back, you potentially block off the 2 blues going.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I'd be tempted. I'd be shocked if they don't play through the orange into the split.
Yep.
And you can be really positive too, because the orange is standing onto the 2 blues.
Yes.
It's almost safer to play it positive than it is to play it not.
Oh. You want to play it.
You don't want to give your bowler a chance to turn, because that's a kill, and that's not happy days. Very close here.
Also on the right. He's very close.
Brilliant shot.
Yep. Great bowl.
Good shot from Michael Lawson. If he was a quarter of a bowl wider, that would have been even better than that. But very good shot, and they've turned the head right around now.
Wayne's going to look for a similar shot on the other hand here.
Be interesting to see what the other side of the draw happens as well, Wayne, while we watch these 2 players talk. With the Lows having lost the Peers final for the 2nd year in a row. They'll be looking to try and add to the national title tally in the triples, but they need to get past Nami first. And then the winner of these 2, I don't know what the score is over there yet, but we'll see if we can get an update to you at some point. As we go to key setup. On the back end with purpose, he's very close here.
Oh, she's got the
God,
orange.
good shot. Unlucky result, but good shot. We've seen all these players playing really, really well.
Yep, very accurate bowls.
It's what you expect, isn't it? But you can just see that this is a good level of bowls to play, because every player in their position is playing at a high percentage. We don't do percentages of effectiveness yet
No.
on our live stream, but I think we'd find it 70, 80, 90% for all 6 of these players here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Doing what they intend to do, and that just makes it a really good game. Becomes about who can call ahead better in those situations.
It looks like in that other semi-final, Gary Lowe's leading 8-5 with 2 ends to play.
Cool. It's a good game over there.
Of course, Grant Lamy made a dramatic comeback in his last game. He was 6-1 down at one point against Dale Rayner, and picked up a 3 and a 4.
Oh, that would do it. And a lovely shot there as the players change ends on this, our feature mat. We've had it here since the Piers post section. The feature mat right in front of the crowd. It's been very well received and a magnificent effort from all involved in the what do you call it, the Dream Stream team from Bowls New Zealand, Tamara and co. We've had some great helpers and the Ludermans and some pretty good commentary. Good shot there from Wayne.
Probably not quite the result he wanted, but
He's left himself a little bit vulnerable, so he'll be hoping that Simon misses this bowl so that he can make up for it. Some great bowls.
this is well weighted from Simon.
On the backhand, this is a great effort here. He's following this one. He does that little step. It's a good shot there.
He didn't want to move the jack too far.
Good shot there. Are we playing the orange? Got to be careful with your weight if you do that, because it's moving pretty quick. But the fear is, if you leave it like it is, you're going to drop a bundle anyway.
Oh,
See that? You wriggle through on the forehand. Wayne sees it. He's looking at that front orange there. You see it on the bottom of your screen.
yeah, I think you got 2 chances on that hand.
He's got to play it with perfect weight here. Line it up on the backhand. Knows what he needs to do. Just let it go well.
Always narrow.
Inside out, he's going to get lucky. He's not going to get lucky. His weight was beautiful. If you see that orange ball he hit there, just rolled off the off the mat. Well, he'll be disappointed with that bowl though. It's an opportunity there.
Simon just has to draw these bowls, sit there for a 4th.
Yeah, it's what Simon will do. We'll see. We should see a 4 score here.
Which will be a pretty dramatic turnaround.
Considering we've had 8 points scored and 7 ends, 6 ends. A 4 scored would be pretty good.
That's a great bowl.
Barcy there from Simon Thomas. They've scrounged to 4, sort of out of nowhere, on the 7th end of 10 to lead 8-4 after 7, 3 to go. Big count there. They're missing the blue bowl, but they'll see it soon. It's by Michael's foot. He's going to leave it. I like that. It's funny. Now, Daniel French on his backhand. Straighter of the 2 on the uphill.
Yep.
Good shot there.
Good starter.
And Elise will look to follow it down. No, she won't. She'll be on her forehand. The big swing. Fair call. Down to the weight. It's on the uphill. Just need to give it a little bit of oomph. Lovely track here. Kill for a roll more. Wasn't far off. Would have felt good out of her hand. So they're 4 down, 3 to go. 2 after this. You really you want to bounce back, don't you,
Oh,
Wayne?
absolutely. Yeah, Wayne really needs to score on this end.
He's got last bowl as well. So he'll back himself to score at least a 1. But in the perfect world, you're scoring a 3, a 2 or a 3. Just a multiple, get it back right, nice and tight game. Remember they were trailing by a couple early on. And Elise on the forehand. Fair effort here from Annalise. If she's got the weight, get that 1 square, it's fine. But unlucky with the way that sort of sat, but gave it a reasonable chance. And here's an opportunity here for Michael Lawson to start sealing the setup already.
Yep. They really just want to move that kitty slightly to the other side of the oranges.
Such a quickly changing game, isn't it, triples in the end?
Oh,
Wayne's team will notice shortly that they're missing a blue bowl. Here we go.
Oh.
Michael Lawson being a gentleman.
yeah. I thought he might leave it a little bit longer.
Oh, he's hiding it. Setter on the forehand now. Very close here to a good result.
Oh, he's going to get...
Oh, a bit stiff, but good shot.
No, that's a great result.
Good shot.
It's taking it away from those oranges.
Yeah, and Michael Lawson just adding that last blue bowl to the mat. I don't even know if Wayne's team knows they're missing a bowl. When they watch it back, they'll figure it out. Michael on the backhand. He's got those brown shoes as well. Wayne, they still persist in the bowls.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Good shot there from Michael Lawson. Lovely weight. Keys on the forehand. Yeah, just indicated there, just looking to land the back orange.
Yep, needs another bowl there.
Fair call. Unfortunate the camera was on me for that yawn, Wayne. That's okay. Good effort here.
That's pretty good from Keith.
Great effort here from Keith Setter. Sits it down. Good shot.
Very good.
He might have wanted 6 inches more weight than that, but you can't be upset. It's a good bowl. They've reset this head well. Have the Baker team.
Simon will be just looking here, almost the same as what Keith did. He'll just be looking to be inside the jack and shifting it sideways towards the oranges again.
Yeah. On his backhand, let it go lovely. Needs it
wide,
to be clean. Oh, he'll be disappointed with that. He gave it every chance not to be. Orange or blue holding 1.5 here. Wayne on his forehand as well. Very compact delivery does Wayne have. He's had it forever.
He has.
Learned his trade in the Waikato Centre back in the 80s when they were one of the strongest centres, well, the strongest centre in New Zealand. Played a lot with the late Murray Bryant, another legend of the sport. He's got a great bowls brain, Wayne Baker. He can read ahead really well, and it's probably a product of playing with and against those greats of the game back in the mid to late 80s.
Absolutely. Yes. I think I met Wayne at Napier Easter tournament in about 85.
He won the, I think he won the Easter singles in 89. And he beat Bill Leggett to do it, and then he lost to Ray Eccles in the following year in that final. He would have been a young man then.
Very young.
Simon Thomas on the forehand. There's his weight. He's a little bit shy. He's snuck in. Has he snuck in the back door? Not quite, I don't think. I think it's looking like surely Blue are holding. Keith just calling Wayne up. Anthony Allay on the scoreboard and totally enthralled in the game there.
I wonder that Orange is holding here.
The way they're looking at the head, it looks like Orange might be holding, which is interesting because on the camera angle it does not look like that, Wayne. There must be. So Wayne indicating a hit. Oh, we'll wait. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. On his forehand anyway. With weight here. If he holds, he's close. Well, we're going to find out shortly. He hasn't changed anything. Feel like it's probably an orange.
Yep.
One orange there, so Simon Thomas in the back door for one. Making a 9-5 lead now after 8 ends. There's 2 to go. And there is, 9-4 lead. 5 the difference, 2 to go. You want a 3 and a 2, really, don't you? Well, 3 and a 3 ideally, but a 3 and a 2 you'd be happy with if you're Wayne Baker's team.
Yep. Well, ideally you'd want a 5 or a 6.
Let's not go crazy, Wayne.
One should never give up.
Yeah, fair call. And that's a perfect start for Wayne Baker's team, really. Daniel French falling a bit short there. Annalise and Keith having a chat about the weather, possibly. Maybe what hand she's going to play, I would suggest. She's opted for the backhand there. Very, very precise bowler. It's Annalise. She'll be looking to get one on the spot and then one right on the jack. Let it go. She needs to hold its line. It'll be close here.
That's a very
Here's
good
the one on the jack. Now she wants one just past that, but that's brilliant there from Annalise Baker, using all of her experience in the sports and the psychology of that to produce good stuff at the right time. Daniel French.
I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, moving the jack a little bit. Is Wayne gone?
I think he may have... Oh, he's just coming back.
Interesting. There's Wayne in the background. That'll be why Wayne and Keith and Annalise were having a chat. Wayne.
It was.
Yeah. All makes sense. Annalise on the forehand, the tighter of the two. She's got the weight. This is brilliant.
Close, pretty close.
That's a great shot there from Annalise
Yeah,
Baker.
she's done it again.
2 bombs. Now Annalise is going to the loop. Maybe they tried to cool down.
Is this a tactic?
Who knows? Whatever works. That's resulted in 2 pretty good bowls there from the lead, from the blue team's lead.
I remember a singles final, I think it was 93 maybe. Gary Lawson.
Against Barry Kennard, was it?
Yes. It wasn't 93, but yeah, Gary Lawson disappeared to the toilet. Barry got up from playing his bowl and looked around. Couldn't find his opposition.
Hoping he'd run away, I'm sure. Keith Setter on the forehand here. This is very close to a bomb.
Oh, look at that. Oh, yes.
Good shot there from Keith Setter. All these teams, they're all playing well, all 6 players playing good bowls. 9-4 doesn't really feel like a fair reflection of the quality of the game that we've had.
No.
Michael
Lawson
Lawson
looking to be pretty
on the
close.
backhand.
This is pretty good. Oh, that's a
Classy,
great bowl.
classy bowl there from Michael Lawson.
And they needed that.
He's a great 2 in a triples team, able to play those bowls. Wayne and Keith just talking about the options here available. Keith on the backhand, potentially be looking to draw to the point of that orange bowl, give them an opportunity to pop it off. Just let it go. It's a start.
It's a pretty
Very
good
close
line.
here from Keith Setter. Needs it to pull up. Oh, that was half a bowl past. But stiff there. He's played pretty well this game.
Yes.
Annalise Baker making her way back into the arena now.
Simon will just be looking to draw that his orange bowl.
Simon on the backhand.
Well, it looks like the other semi-final's over. And I'd say, yep, Gary Lowe looks like he won that. So, assuming this game stays the way it does, and we're setting ourselves up for a final with the President of New Zealand Indoor Bowls and the Vice President of New Zealand Indoor Bowls.
And a final full of Southerners, Wayne.
Indeed.
Inconsiderate of them. Wayne on the backhand, close here, close. Oh, great effort. He just needed to clear that bowl. That was beautiful effort there from Wayne Baker.
Just
Cleared that, he would have been through that split absolutely beautifully. He gave it every chance in the world. Just needs to do it again. He sits for 2. So you need to stay alive in the semi-final. Simon on the backhand. He hasn't taken that shot away from Wayne, so Wayne's literally moved that orange further out of his way. He's just going to get into his business here. This is it. This is to keep in your team's hopes and dreams alive for the 2021 Summerset National Triples.
and this could be worth 3 if he
He
gets
has
this
to
right.
nail it to keep himself in with a chance. given it every chance in the world.
This
Clears
is
the
pretty
front, he's
good.
close. Oh, goodness gracious. That was such a great effort there. It's going to be an orange. It almost feels, it almost feels unfair that they're 6 down going into the last end. We've seen a great game, great bowls from all 6 players. But that's the difference in the sport, isn't it, Wayne? It comes down to millimetres.
It does. And
Yeah.
triples can be a very cruel game.
Comes down to millimetres. So we see a 6-point deficit now into this last end. And miracles do happen, so what Wayne will be wanting is essentially when he crosses over, he wants 4 bowls past the jack in a similar area to each other.
Absolutely.
The moment they leave a wing bowl, it'll be ripped off by the Thomas combination. So you want 4 bowls 2 feet past the jack in the same place, and then Wayne just has to find a way to get them there. Good start. Needs to run a little bit further. It's going to be difficult to score a 6, I think. I think in an ideal world, Annalise was just a foot or 2 past that, because you've got to get 6 in that circle around the jack. So the jack almost needs to move now for a 6 to happen.
Yes.
It's okay, as long as the bowls are on the mat, it's a possibility. Daniel French here. Good shot, but the 6 is slightly more on than it was, I think. And Annalise just looking, she'll be looking a foot over. Got to keep it nice and tight. Up the middle. Needs to break. This is very close here.
Very good.
They're doing their best. That's a great start. That's a really good start to building a 6 on your last end. It's a nice tight head. Simon just wants to change it. If the jack moves past where that short blue is, it's going to be hard to score the number. Just found an Air New Zealand lolly in my pocket, Wayne.
Ah,
It's quite exciting.
a lemon one.
Looks like a lemon one. I don't know how long it's been here for.
Looks a bit sticky.
That'll be fine. I'll wait until after the game. Of course, after this, we're having the Masters Open Triples final, so stay tuned. Don't go too far. Ooh. If there was a crowd, if we could hear the crowd, they would have made a noise then. So we did it. We did it for them instead. But holding a good 2 there. Need to make this one count, Keith. Out of his hand. Is he short
I
or is
think
he up?
is. It's not ideal.
He would have been hoping for a better bowl. They've got to find a way to make a 6 happen. Pass would have been good. He might play a proactive bowl with his next one, I think, Keith. It's one of the things that needs to happen, and we'll just wait to see what happens with the head
This is
here.
pretty good from Michael Lawson.
Oh, the 6 is dead and buried now, I think. So you've got to bring that front right blue into play somehow. Yeah, good call from Wayne. So he's looking, you get the jack to the corner of a square and you can still use those bowls to count. Looking at this 6, it's clever bowls.
Do you think it was tempting for the Thomas combination to go kill with Daniel French?
It would have been. I think what we'll see is Simon Thomas just rip a bowl off. If he feels like it, he could take Keith's last bowl off pretty safe. Bang, shake hands. You could take one of the short bowls off. You know, if you go on your backhand through that blue, still shake hands, time, safe as houses. Or he could try and stay in touch. Maybe he's going to have a big break between his final. Maybe he wants his last couple of bowls to be perfect draw bowls.
Yeah, good thinking.
I've covered all of his options there, Wayne. He's fallen a bit short. That's interesting. So we have to see a clever bowl here from Wayne Baker. You've got to make a call. You know, that bowl that sits there, that blue bowl on our front right, it's not going to be a counter. Doesn't matter where you get the jack. It's not going to be a counter without sacrificing other ones. Is there a way we can move that one into the head with this bowl? I mean, what do we do?
Yeah, I think he's probably going to look to move the jack and then see how things line up after that.
Try and get rid of it then, eh?
Yeah.
So I think that means we'll see Wayne probably on his forehand, looking for the centre of the square, see if you can just flick the jack over with his first bowl. And then look for an option.
bit of excitement down there in the Masters semi-final.
Yeah, I think Midgley's mum just played a good bowl, Wayne. The 6.
Oh.
I don't. Well, I reckon you could do a Wrigley thing. Nah. If you hit the front orange on your forehand, I don't know. I don't think it's a 6, but you can get a number. You can make a number happen. 1. So Thomas here. Here's the bomb. Oh, just stand up, mate. Oh, I like that. That's respectful.
Yep.
Good call there. So there's no 6 on at all. So they've conceded the game. A great game of bowls it was too. A high percentage of good bowls played by all 6 players. And Wayne and Keith and Annalise not making it through to the New Zealand final this year. We'll be wondering what they didn't do, because they did most of it. They played really well. And from that, you'll see Simon, Michael and Daniel French, take a great deal of confidence into that New Zealand final. They played exceptional bowls to win that game. 10-4, they will then meet the Lows, Gary, Graham and Jan in the final in about an hour's time. But very shortly we're going to have a Masters Open final. They're just playing the last 10 now, so come back in about 15-20 minutes to the Sky Sport Next site or the New Zealand Bowls Facebook page to find that. But for now, thanks for commentating with me, Wayne.
Thank you, Alex.
And we'll see you all later.
Today we're making new friends. We're building a community. And we're still doing all the things we love. We're getting the most out of every day. One day we'll rest, but not today.